banger.
I'm like, yo, man, this is bullshit. And blah, blah, blah. He's like, hey, man, maybe it's meant for a reason.
Always thought of it like that, bro. You really fucked up.
Mm-hmm. Like, I can't get rid of this thing.
Life was easy. Fuck out my face.
Yeah, it was. I expect you to do the bare minimum, because then what's the point?
True. To do that, I went and got one from the aisle, you dumb fuck.
And shut the fuck up and lay low.
You're female, like you could work your charms in certain situations that I wouldn't be able to. You know how much free shit you gotten? Shit. One said word to mama, shit. Oh, got him. We understand it's gonna bother you. Some of us went through it. Some of us are gonna go through it. Well, we wasn't ready. I wasn't ready to go that deep with you. You don't really know what you want to share with my heart.
No, look cock. Send hook, send cock.
I do not agree with these guys. Word.
Get the fuck out of here and do something important.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. We don't want you here, asshole.
Get the fuck out of here. Don't you come back.
I stay loose, I stay hype. I stay loose, I stay hype. I stay loose, I stay hype. I could do this all night, cause I do what I like. Yeah, I do what I like. Yeah, I do what I like. Sipping goose, sip is right. And I go with the flow. Yeah, I go with the flow. Yeah, I go with the flow. Cause I know I'm the show. In the zone, here I go. In the zone, here I go. In the zone, here I go. Yeah, they know I'm a pro. Let's go, let's go! Yeah! Let's go! Here I go, I get lit, I get hyped for this shit. Right.
Word. He be like, I got a left elbow and a right elbow. I can break your face with an any elbow. Make sure that you get elbowed in your elbow with an elbow. Got the arm ball, get the phone ball, get around with the arm with the bomb ball.
Daddy's gonna take you to Jersey Shore.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's Friday night and we feeling all right in the Toe in the Show with Ray and GIGI Show. And it looks like it's just gonna be a Toe show tonight. What's going on? What up, Normal Guys first, Tyson second. SmackDown trash besides the Alexa return. Oh shit, I forgot SmackDown was on tonight, to be honest with you. I ain't gonna lie. I was a little sleepy while SmackDown's on. Alright, I see Jay's in the ring. Oh, okay, so Alexa Bliss came back. Okay, yeah, fuck it, we out here. But what's going on, guys? How's y'all week going? This week went by fast, but it still feels slow. I don't know if that makes sense. This week went by fast, but it felt slow. Shit, me and Ray, we be sending videos back and forth on TikTok. And it was something I sent them. I was like, yo, I want to address this tonight. Let me see if I could hear this shit real quick. There you go. I think I found it. Let me see. Oh, here you go. All right, hold on. I'm gonna play it so y'all can hear it, and then I'm gonna talk about it. Which I forgot to fucking change my mic, because why wouldn't this shit just fucking? Let's see. Can you hear it? Nope. Which one is it?
got attached too quick, smiled every time
All
their
right, there
name
you
popped
go.
up.
All right, ready?
So you're telling me you let this person into your life, got attached too quick, smiled every time their name popped up on your phone, thought they were different from the rest, and even talked about your future together, just for them to leave and act like it was nothing. So you're telling
Shit, I know when I first heard that, I was like, nah, I want to talk about this shit. Now I'm hearing it again. It's like, I'm drawing a blank. But yeah, we didn't get attached for nothing. Because, yo, you can get attached to people based off of their energy and their feelings, right? You know? And, yo, you know what it is? I heard that, and then there was another video where this guy was explaining how men, when they lose a woman, it's not that they feel like they failed or anything, is they lose their future. Because when we're with a woman, we see a future with her, you know what I'm saying? And I felt that. Then I saw this and I'm like, psh, shit, we didn't do all that just so they could leave. But it kind of makes it feels like you did all that work just for her to neglect you. But you know how hard it is, especially in the beginning of your um progression as a man, to get attached to people and to show your feelings to people, to open up to people. And because of fear of them leaving, sometimes you do it because, oh, you know, you don't know which one's the wrong person. So you think just because they show you a little attention, they say little things here and there, that, oh, this is the one for me. This is the person for me. And you know, you get attached, you do all this other stuff, and they leave because it was there for a short time, not a long time. You know, but I mean that's part of life. If you don't make mistakes, how do you learn what you're looking for if you don't make mistakes and find the things that you're not looking for? You know what I'm saying? It's like when you're working on something and you don't know anything about tools. You don't know what tool you need until you started working on the shit and then you realize that you're lacking these tools. Or you don't know that a tool is the wrong one because you got it to work for that situation, right? So when you're taking apart brakes, like back in the day, there used to be things called brake drums, where it was like a little actual like bowl that would go over the brake system, and you had shoes, and one shoe would push out. When it rotated, it pushed out the other shoe. It actually stopped the car pretty good. It's just that the disc brakes will, they have more pressure and more stopping power, and cars are going faster nowadays. And it's easier to replace. That's why they put the disc brakes out now. But the drum brakes, it's these springs that have like a little plate on them with a stick that you pull out. You push in the string, you grab the stick and you turn it. That's how you lock the spring onto the shoe. Now they have the correct tool that goes over the spring, and it looks like a screwdriver, but with the plate goes over the spring. You turn that, and then you turn the spring, and the thing locks. Now, if you don't have that tool, and you don't know that they make that tool, you use a needle nose plier or a regular plier. You try to grab that little bar that you're supposed to turn the spring on to lock it. You got the job done. You did it with the wrong tool. You didn't know that you needed that tool because life didn't give you the experience of struggling with the player pliers to get that shit done, going, there's got to be a better way at this. You know what I'm saying? So if you think about it, you have to go through heartache to find out what you're looking for. You have to be lost to find out where you're going, right? Am I bugging? Because if you knew the way where you was going, you'd have been there already. Shit. I didn't finish watching the video, but I'm listening to a video where this one dude was saying that he used to follow Fresh and Fit, right? And he's at a college dorm, and Fit is sitting there answering questions, and he's like, "Yo, you led me down the wrong path because um I have been with so many women and it broke me, and then I found God." Now I'm not saying that Fresh and Fit helped him, but him going down that road showed him it wasn't the lack of women that he was missing; it was the lack of himself, and he found something that helped him find himself, which was God, and it completed him. Because when you feel insignificant as a man and you're trying to get women, you try to fulfill yourself. Some people feel insignificant, and the being with multiple women fulfill them for a short period of time because it's the chase. It's it's the, the satisfaction of catching a wild animal and being able to tame it, and that only lasts but so long because it's not what you really wanted, but it's kind of like a hit on a drug that's not strong enough. It's like it gave you that little that 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 little bit of to replace the urge, but then you still got it. It didn't take the shit away. My man, this guy found God, and it took that urge away from him, and he found out that he was enough, and that whoever he chose, if he chose righteously or the right person, he will be fulfilled. You see, now sleeping with multiple women is what they say. If you can do it, hey, do you, man. I'm not gonna stop you from living your best life, but that doesn't mean that you're able to choose the right woman, because having sex with women and being with women are two different things. Watching NBA playoffs right now, waiting for the Yankees to come on. F SmackDown shit making my head and my arm hurt. Well, because you seeing all these divas out here, normal guy, shit. But yeah. So, because listen, I've had some of the best sex I've ever had in my life with a woman that would ruin my life. You know what I'm saying? Like this, and I'm not saying she's a bad person. It's just the predicament she was in, the predicament I was in. It did not match. It wouldn't have matched. And a couple other girls. It was like having sex. If you're just looking for good sex, you can find that anywhere. But having somebody that's compatible with your life and what your needs are is different than having sex. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you look for when you're sleeping with multiple women, because they want to be like, oh, if you sleeping with multiple women, you get to know them. You don't get to know them because you're always in a constant state of wooing, and you're always in that I gotta get mine. So you're in a selfish state. You're not interviewing them for your future. You're taking them for the now. This is a short time, not a long time process. You know what I'm saying? You're looking for seasonal workers. You're not looking for people that are gonna stay here and retire. You know, and that's the difference. That's something that they're not conveying in their message. And if you know what you want, then you would know that that message isn't for you, because you could sit there and talk to every woman in the world and not find the one, or you could talk to one woman and be like, I mean, shit, she got most of what I'm digging her vibe. It may not be the the best woman in the world, like the best looking woman in the world. She may not look like Tiffany Stratton or Jade, or she may not be able to cook as good as my mama or whatever. But I'll tell you one thing: when I text her and I say some shit, she responds. When I open up, she don't close me. You know what I'm saying? And and there are people that will be out there and do that for you, and you still won't be with them, because life has a certain way of fucking that up for some people. You know what I'm saying? But there are multiple people, multiple women, multiple men out there that can fit your need of companionship, sex, and conversation. but the one that you choose to stay with, that. I don't know. All right, I'm trying to close this section here because if you find that one that gives you all that shit and she like you back, then you might want to keep her for that one. You know, because there's plenty of people that are just being nice, or it's in their nature to care, and they'll care about you, but they don't see you that way. And that's something hard that you have to realize also, that that's usually just because they're compassionate to you and they're being a good friend to you doesn't mean that, okay, this is the one I'm going to be in a relationship with, because you might not be what they're looking for. Not saying that you're not good enough for them, because that's the excuse that people give when they get rejected, right? Oh, I wasn't good enough for them, or they wasn't good enough for me, or it wasn't compatible. How can you sit there and be like they're not good enough? Unless they're a piece of shit and they like fucking stealing from people and hurting people and doing crazy shit to in their life, then it's like, all right, nah, this person's horrible. Like, he's not a good, they're not a good person at all, and I don't want this toxic shit in my life, this dangerous shit in my life. And all right, I got it. But yeah, I just saw that she just beat Jade. If I'm not mistaken, is that the first time Jade got pinned? But yeah, so because that's I think that's what I'm getting at. You did all that shit just for her to leave. Yep. Because sometimes you got to do all that shit whether they leave or not. You gotta apply for that job whether they accept you or not. Right? You gotta get lost whether you find your way or not. Because we ain't never had GPS growing up until the cell phones. We used to have MapQuest, but MapQuest was you had to print that. And, yo, dude, that shit was dangerous to drive with. Like, I'm not even gonna fuck with y'all. You've been better off trying to memorize what they said than printing that shit out and trying to figure out what's next. You be driving like this. Fuck, I can't zoom in. Exit 62. Oh shit, exit 62. Like you be looking for shit mad late, and then the Tom came out was the first GPS, and that shit was hit or miss. Also, it was like turn now, bing. Oh, well, can't make that turn. And then now you have 2 hours left on your on your fucking thing. Like, wait, how you figure this, Sway? How you figure that, Sway? Wait, they got a new download pack? There's new quests in chapter 2 coming. My faction content. Okay. The N64 shit. Oh shit. Okay, there's a new pack for the WWE game. But yeah, man. So it's just, you got to stop being the victim when shit like that comes down. Because listen, man, there's plenty of people that are gonna they're gonna sit there and they're gonna be too nice. And what they think is being nice and being considerate and being, good to you, or like pussyfooting around the situation, to you is like they're torturing you, because they're not giving you any answers. They're ghosting you. They're playing with, it seems like they're playing with your emotions because they're not responding. But when they do respond, it's once, and to them, they feel like they're being nice. So it's just like, oh, let me not address this shit or whatever. They'll get the point. For you, they feel like a piece of shit. And it's easy to be a victim and just call them that. Sometimes you just got to realize, you know what? Listen, man, as much as I want to be there for them when they need me, if they're not going to be there for me at all, I can't be there for them. But the problem is, like, at least for me, is like the dick's always available. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm always that person I'd be like, well, you know what? Fuck it. Let me leave them alone. They don't want nothing to do with me. But then on the other time, be like, yo, I mean, if they came and asked me for some sex, I'll give it to them. You know, if they wanted some sex, I got, you know, shit, I'm here. But then, you know, that's part of fucking up your shit too, because that's that last fucking thread of connection to them that you hold on to because you think that that's all, you know, like, oh, all we need to do it one more time and then boom, we right back to where we was. Nah, it's back to where they were. They get whatever they want and you get nothing. Let's see what they say. Motor City Machine Guns in the game now, and the DLC should be fun. So the DLC is out now. Cause I got that shit that all the DLC is free for me. So let me see if that shit is. I don't know. I don't know how to get it. Do I have to download it or should it be downloaded already? Mm, all right. Let's see how this works. Oh, I thought my shit changed fucking inputs. But nope, apparently not. All right, let's see if we can do this shit together. Go to the WWE game. Yeah, man, that's something that I wanted to just talk about. I feel like I'm pretty sure when I first heard it out, there was something else I wanted to say, but after hearing the shit that I heard, is it purchased? All right, so all these people, I guess it's not that. You know, Bloodline Edition installed, Pass Supercharge, Super Mario Rise. Where's the DLC shit? Is is it not in the game? Do I have to go through someplace else? Let me go back to my my games and apps. Let's see all that shit. My girl, talking about recently installed the 2K25. They're doing an update for oh, they're doing an update for Fortnite and his games and add-ons. How that works. You pre-order the special edition is automatically gives you the DLC packs. And they know like Batman edition, my faction persona, my ride, Bloodline, Wyatt 6 season pack. So I would have to go in the game and check to see if the players are there. All right, let's see. Let's all right. Let's you know, I still haven't done a fucking um underground fight. I still haven't played most of this game. Shit, a lot of these people are fucking locked because you know I gotta go in through the showcase mode and shit. All right, who's it? Motor City Machine Gun. So that's Alex Shelley, right? Let's go to Alex. Let's see Alexa Bliss, Andrade. All right, Alex Shelley ain't in this one. All right, let's see Chris Sabin. Charlotte Flair, Chelsea Green, China, CM Punk. Oh, yep. Nah, they're not here. So The way I go for this shit. I know there was one place in this gameplay box extra. Yeah, Alexa Bliss. Yeah, they're not here. I'm gonna have the. I'm gonna have the. I'm gonna have to figure that out later. We got the even they mentioned the gorilla. I'm really on Discord with friends doing a SmackDown watch party. It'd be like that, Tyson, that you be watching SmackDown with your boys on Discord. Word. Shit, people ain't gonna be here for this show. And I'm like, nah, let's do this show. Nah, I like my weekends, man. I like to be able to just do nothing or whatever I need to do and not have to be home at this time to do the podcast. You know what I'm saying? Like, as much as I enjoy doing the podcast and talking to people, it's still those things like, yo, being able to just be free and not have to have a deadline to get shit done is amazing. Now, Fraction comes out, and I guess they're gonna challenge for the tag team titles. But man, that's kind of fast, ain't it? They gotta stop treating NXT like a uh supplemental brand. They gotta make that shit like this an equal brand. That way people can at least know who these fucking people are. And they so small. Compared to Dawkins and and they're so small. They're like a foot shorter than these people. You might have to ask Ray. I don't have WWE 2K25. Next WWE pack May 14th. My bad. Oh, okay. So it didn't come out yet. Okay. Two profits right now. College football, North Carolina banned Bill Belichick's girlfriend Jordan from their shit. Why they ban Belichick's girlfriend from their practice? Nick Aldis come out. And that ref came out fast. Hey, listen, I guess women are a distraction. Not even gonna lie. Yo, so I got a question for y'all. They asked me this question. If someone gave you $20 million to have sex with a guy, would you do it? Now the conditions was no one would ever know. The first DLC pack comes out next Friday. Okay. Why that commercial lied to me? They didn't have no nothing in there talking about, oh, it come out Friday. That shit's just out. Shit. I'll come fucking talk to Floyd. I'm over here thinking that the fucking Motor City Machine Guns is out. I was finally gonna be able to square Martin. Fucking bullshit. Yeah, so no one will ever know. You get $20 million, could you do it? They asked me, and I'm sitting there going, I don't think I can get it up. Even if I tried. $20 million is a lot of money. I don't even if I tried, I don't think I'd do that shit. But then I flipped it on them. Because it was a female who asked me. I said, hell nah. Fuck the money shit gonna make me hella uncomfortable, right? I was like, yo, because I was like, yo, that shit's so unattractive. Like, imagine there's just a dude standing, bending over, like somewhere in front of you, naked. Like, what? I don't even like being in the bathroom with people. Like, you know, the multi-room I don't like being in the bathroom when other people are there. Shit, because I like to take a shit in my, my own privacy, but still. But I flipped it on her. I said, now imagine there was a guy that was doing that. But the only way he can do it is if he FaceTime. Like, they only allowed him to FaceTime somebody, and they FaceTimed you. And the girl goes, oh, no, if you're going to FaceTime me while you having sex with another guy, you're going to have to give me half the money. I'm like, damn. Half the money for just looking. Like, you ain't even participating. Like, it's like, I don't even think I'd have gave you half to fuck. Like, damn. And another girl said she wanted 15. I said, well, nah, that's not even worth it. You doing all that shit, fucking up your mental for $5 million because you got to get 15 to this girl just so you can do it. But imagine that. Shit. Yeah, I got somebody that you would FaceTime when if that happened. Because it's funny because they sit there, they think about it. The only thing they're thinking about is the money. No, you're gonna have to give me money for that. Like, so it's kind of like, yo, hold on, wait. So you would be down with a dude FaceTiming you if he's fucking another dude? That's crazy. But then again, there ain't no rule saying that he could turn off his camera and he only sees you and you don't see nothing. But shit, you might have to do something a little strange for a little bit of change because I don't know if just seeing their face is gonna help. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're one of those that are like just into their face. But that's crazy. $20 million. You know how many chickens you could get with $20 million? Makes you think though. If you gonna be like, yo, fuck that money, right? Now how important is the money in reality? Right? Because like you'll be willing to, like, I'm pretty sure more people be like, I'm willing to smack that baby for $20 million. I'm willing to kill somebody for $20 million. I'm willing to stand in 5-degree weather for 3 hours for $20 million. Would you make them holler for $1? I mean, they're gonna have to earn that shit if they want half. Like fuck. We gonna have to experience something together. You know what I'm saying? Shit. But you know what I'm saying? Like, imagine how much that money really mean if because the real question is, are you gonna go against your nature to get this? Right? And then doing something like that is like a line that a lot of guys don't cross. But then you give them anything else. And like, yo, shit, I'll jump off of that building for $20 million. I'll fight Tyson for $20 million. I'll fucking cut the rope of people trying to climb up of a mountain. $20 million. You know? I guess it's easier to say yeah to crazy shit like that because you know it's not gonna happen. But then I guess it's like, wait, this might actually happen. Like, somebody might actually want me to fuck a guy. So I'm not gonna say yeah, just because I don't want nobody putting that in life. Cavs beating the Pacers 91-70. Okay, so they're coming back. But then, yo, you never know. The Pacers it's the third quarter. The game don't start until like 2 minutes left into the fourth quarter, which is sad, man. The sports used to be the whole game. Now you ain't gotta watch the game until the last 2 minutes of it to see who's actually gonna win this shit because that's when everybody gonna jump into higher gear. I remember when it used to be the whole season was everybody was playing their best every game. Now people don't play the whole season, so we go to the playoffs, and then they used to play their best in the playoffs. Then it used to be, well, we're just gonna play our best in the finals. Now it's like, well, we're just gonna play our best in the last game or in the first two games because then after that the other team lost their heart and they ain't coming back. But then these people are getting paid the most ever. Ain't that some shit? Because if you really think about it, even not just in sports, but anywhere, they're giving out top dollar to people who don't do their fucking job and don't know their fucking job. But then you got people that's been there for years making okay money, who deserve a raise because they haven't got one in a minute, or it should be, considered for a higher position, but they ain't gonna get it because other people are kissing ass better than them. And they ain't getting paid, and they ain't getting paid nothing. That's crazy. Because even in the regular job, like, how many people getting mad money and don't know or don't do nothing? Shit, man. Fucking, you pay top dollar for nothing. Me and my coworker, we're talking about dealerships. Now he has a Kia, no, a Hyundai, and he went to the dealer and he's like, "Yo, I'm waiting 2 hours for this and this and this at a Hyundai dealership," and I'm sitting there like, "Yo, that's funny because I just waited 2 hours for them to change my tire. Last Saturday, I had to spend $300 on them to change my tire. I got a run flat tire, so it's more expensive. I don't have a spare. I needed to change my tire because there was a nail in it. So $300 to change my tire. It took them 2 hours. I used to be a mechanic. You get billed 15 minutes. Changing the tire is kind of like changing oil. So the mechanic ain't really making money off of that, right? But it takes 2 hours for them to process. And I got my app. My app lets me know when my car is on, unlocked, moved. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sitting there. I get there at 12. At 12:18, I get a text message from Mercedes talking about, this is your service writer. You can text me whenever. Then at 12:30, my car is turned on, moved, and I looked, and it's like, all right, this shit's up in the air. Got the hood open and the windows down. So he must be in the process of changing the tire. 1 o'clock, the car still got, the car's still unlocked. 1:15, the car is in another spot. 1:45, your car's has been unlocked, and now it's in another spot in the thing. I'm like, all right, it's probably getting the fucking car wash. 2 o'clock, yo, we're done. Like from 12 to 2, you changed my tire and washed my car. And the best part about it is they ask you if you're gonna be when you make an appointment. Are you gonna stay? Are you gonna go? Or do you need a loaner vehicle? If you need a loaner vehicle, we're not gonna have a loaner vehicle until 3 weeks from now. And I'm like, if you're gonna make everyone stay 2 hours minimum or whatever, because I've been there 2 hours for an inspection and windshield and window wipers. I've been there 2 hours for them to diagnose some shit. I've been there for 3 weeks for them to replace a module that didn't fix the problem. I've been there for 2 hours for a license plate, the front license plate bracket. And it's like every time I'm here, it's a minimum 2 hours I'm waiting. And you don't even have the decency to have multiple loaner cars. To be like, yo, how many customers do we serve a day? Let's say we serve like 100 something customers. It's impossible to have 100 loaner cars. But you have you have a used car dealer. You can designate some of those cheaper cars that you have, like a Kia or a Honda or some shit like that. Like, yo, listen, it's not a Mercedes, but here, you can use this for if you need this to live your life. Because I know the one thing that you planned on doing this entire day was staying here while we do an oil change. Like, to me, that's not luxury. Like, I don't know about you, but you get a Mercedes for luxury. I didn't buy a Mercedes to sit in a fucking dealer for 2 hours and drink hot chocolate. Always got the meats. I mean, maybe that's the dude that they want you to, earn that $20 million with, normal guy. The Buccaneers got a big ass rookie at defense tackle, Damon Watson. He weighs 437 pounds and he's 6'6". Damn. That is a big ass rookie there. But then you go to a car wash or a quick lube, they do that oil change in 15 minutes. They change it. You go to a 24-hour flat fix, they'll change your tire in 5 minutes. While you watching them, there you go. And they will get the next guy while you leaving. What's up? There ain't no coffee because you ain't staying here long. That's luxury to me. That's a luxury. Shit. I go in there, yo, I need a new tire. Got you. This is what it costs. Beautiful. We got it in stock. Yo, do this shit quick. Get them out of here. You don't have that many. You have mad lifts. You don't have that many people. Even if you, let's say none of your lifts are available, get a jack that motherfucker up, zip, 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 zip. Put the machine on there, blah, 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 throw them in there. Car wash. That's just a soft touch car wash. It's not, I don't think that somebody's sitting there actually washing everybody's cars. And if you are, fucking 10, 20 minutes? Wash the outside? And if you do it, efficiently enough, you got the right tools, that shit could be 5, 10 minutes. So fucking, if it takes you 5, 10 minutes to change my tire, 5, 10 minutes to wash my car, that's 20 minutes I'm in there. By the time you build up the paperwork, I'm gone. That's a luxury to me. That's the reason why I chose this car, this brand, because that's how fast it is. Not because I want a fucking vacation here and I want to fucking rent a goddamn chair for the weekend. Shit. This dude's like, yo, if you're gonna fucking have me for 2 hours, get yourself a massage lady and have her massage people or something. They give you a little fucking Nutri-Grain bar and some hot chocolate, talking about, here you go, luxury. Thank you for shopping with Mercedes. Like, what? Like, what? Shit. Ridiculous. Then they tell you, oh, you gotta do the survey. You gotta do the survey. If the survey's bad, then that means we failed. No, because the survey been bad plenty of times, and your ass is still here doing the same shit. So I guess that survey don't mean nothing. Also on SmackDown coming up, Ray Phoenix and Andrade versus Angel Garza and Humberto in a tag team match. Nice. I'm watching SmackDown, no my God, just so you know, but thanks for the updates. This is for people who's not. But yeah, I don't know if that makes sense to y'all. Probably, listen, I like to do shit myself because I don't have that time. I would rather spend 2 hours doing the oil change myself and wait 2 hours for them to do the oil change, because I know they got the lift, they got the tools, they got everything, and they're exposed, exposed to them. So it should not take 2 hours. It should not take 2 hours. When I was doing the shit, at most 10, 15 minutes, depending on, when you got the car or where the car was. You get the car, you put that shit on the lift, you lift that shit up, you put the oil pan underneath it, drain the oil, you go get the parts. And by the parts, I'm talking about the oil filter. And if they ask for synthetic oil that comes in a bottle that don't come down the drain, you get the oil. If it doesn't have the oil, you just get the oil filter in the washer for the oil drain plug. You get back, that shit finishes draining oil, change the plug, tighten that shit up. Sometimes the oil filter's right next to the pan. You don't even have to load the car. You just change the oil filter right there. Boom. Change the oil filter, then you drop the car. You give it a quick inspection to check the tire thread, the fucking brakes, the shocks if they're leaking, and then you like, yo, I need this, this, and this, right? You drop the car, you check the air filter, check the reservoir for the power steering fluid. Well, yeah, you can check the power steering fluid, even though that most of the time shouldn't be dirty. But then you check the transmission fluid if they have a dipstick, and you fill up the oil, and you good to go. Let that shit run. Check the fucking oil pressure. A fraction of just one. Wow, that's crazy. It is a good match. You check the oil. You check the tire pressure. You fill that shit up because that's part of it also. I'm trying to remember how I did it. When I did it was more efficient than that. This is fucking 20 years ago. Can you believe that shit? I was 16 and started working in Toyota as an apprentice. 20 years ago, I was working as a Toyota mechanic. Fucking then you would go back and be like, yo, listen, these are the recommendations for the car. It's pretty much done. If he don't want to do it, get him the fuck out of here. If he does, I'll bring the car down. And then boom, they'll go and be like, yo, this is that. Now, if you're in the middle of the shit and you got all that shit done, then you can tell them. And then the service advisor tells them that shit. But it should not take 2 hours. Unless that shit is jam-packed, it should not take 2 hours. And if it's jam-packed, I should not be able to make an appointment for 10 minutes from now. If you got that many people, you should be like, yo, most of the next available appointment is maybe is 11:30. Shit. Next available appointment will probably be at 4 for tomorrow. Like, that should be the way that shit goes. If you're that fucking packed that I gotta wait 2 hours. And you don't even tell people, yo, it's gonna be 2 hours for us to wash your car. Because at one point I went there and that's all they did for me. I went there to check why I couldn't connect to the navigation. And it was on a weekend. Like, well, we can't do the updates because, sometimes the service sucks over the weekend because they do updates and you have to bring this back another day. It's like, all right, cool. So we're just going to wash your car and then just, that's it. You could be able to take it home. And like, all right, cool. So you're telling me you can't do work on it, but you still kept it for 2 hours? Are you using this shit to do? Are you using my car for other people to fucking use while they have their more expensive Mercedes? Like, what the fuck? That literally happened to me. I'm like, and yo, don't get me wrong. I know that go to another dealer. I went to another dealer. The other dealer was better, but it was in Queens. And I still had to wait a long time for 2 tires and an alignment. And there was only maybe 6 or 7 people there this early in the morning. And on Saturday, they just do express shit. So if you got 6, 7 people there doing oil changes and services, it should not take 2 hours for an oil change and check shit. And then there's B service, the oil change, drain the brake fluid and all that. And even that maybe 45 minutes. So now, why am I still, unless today is only we're going to change tires day. But then again, it's still like, bro, this should be an assembly line. Why is people taking so fucking long with it? You know? But that's what we pay for. We pay for the luxury dealer to take their sweet ass time with us. For them to feel the luxury of not having to rush. And for us to feel the pain of waiting in a fucking dealership for 2 hours. I don't even want to be at the hospital for 2 hours. And at least at the hospital, there's 500 people here waiting for the same doctor, for the doctor to tell them, oh, no, you all right, you just addicted to drugs. Or your neck too thick. Shit, I spend less time at the MTA getting tested to be a bus driver than I did getting my tire changed at a fucking Mercedes. I got a really bad feeling about Pat McAfee and Gunther match about an old man retiring. You saying that Pat McAfee is about to retire? I don't know. I'm gonna need you to rephrase that last one. But I mean, you can't expect that to be anything more than just a chop fest and the beginning of brawl. But I tell you one thing, I'm more interested in seeing Pat McAfee than Logan Paul. Because even though Pat McAfee isn't as athletic as Logan Paul is, but he's a natural star as this dude. And he actually, you see him trying to do what these wrestlers are doing. Where it comes to cutting the promo like a professional wrestler, calling a match like a professional wrestler, standing up for his boy like a professional wrestler. The only difference is that this man is cursing so goddamn much. It's like, all right, bro. Is that how you're keeping your outsider street? Nah, they got some rumors about somebody returning. Oh, Goldberg? I heard, well, I don't know if that's the rumor you're talking about, but you know how Goldberg is always the guy that they're talking about wrestling Gunther. So you don't want to see Goldberg come back? Even though now that he's not supposed to be hurt, because he's saying that he had his shoulder was hurt that whole time that he was doing that run with Vince, and now he got the surgery and his shoulder's healed. Maybe he come back, does a little bit better. It's not like he needs to be fucking uber athletic to do what he does. He just needs to be strong. That was the problem that he had with the Undertaker. He tried to be more lean and vascular so he could go longer. Like, bro, you need that strength. The Undertaker's not a small man for you to be just, lifting up with leisure. Yo, Andre the Giant, that emblem that he got for Carmelo Hayes is bigger than Carmelo Hayes' chest. That's crazy. Yo, Carmelo Hayes looks like he has a shrunken head on his chain. Wait, Mellow don't Miz and we are Oss him. Is that the name of their team, Oss him, or is it Mellow don't Miz? Yo, they threw every pun in the bit. Like, okay, fuck it. Every catchphrase we've ever said together, we're just gonna throw it together. And then he's wrestling Karen Cross. Is it Karen Cross? No, I'm assuming Aleister Black. Shit, back in the day, that chain with the Andre the Giant face would have been bigger. Everything was bigger. It didn't fit. Nothing fit back in the day. It was big. If you wore a medium sized shirt, you had an extra large shirt on. You wore extra large, you wore 3X. The only thing that you had that fit was your underwear. Sometimes people wear boxes and that even them shits is too big. People walk out with their boxes, that shit look like they're ready to play basketball. Okay, I just saw Black there and I'm like, Black. Oh, Aleister Black. All right, cool. I don't know why I thought they were talking about Karen Cross. Maybe because Karen Cross is making waves now. Which he had to go come out his face in the interview to be even noticed. And then when Devontae does that with Ricochet, now all of a sudden they talking about, yo, the NXT roster got to go through social media training. It's like, hey, you should have somebody controlling their social media. Then, if you don't want them saying reckless shit, give them an advisor or give them an agent. Right? You can't have people running these people. Like, yo, you out there, you doing your thing, and we got one guy for a group of y'all, and he's gonna produce your matches, and whatever you do on social media, you gotta go through him, and he gotta approve shit. Like y'all actors or something. Fuck it, why not? At this point, my man can't say nothing without fucking you turn into a Fortune 500 company talking about, yo, everything you do reflects us. Like, nah, man, these are contract. They don't get health care. Shit. Fuck it. Why not? Shit. Shit. You know what the shit I don't understand? He's like, oh, I love you enough to let you go. I don't know, man. I feel like that's just an easy way of throwing love in there again. It's like, I think even though what it should be is, let's see, I recognize enough that you don't want me, so I'm gonna let you go. Cause I'm gonna love you enough to let you go. Then what? They're living their best life with somebody else that they find someone that they love as much as you think you love them, and they out there starting a family, and what? You just sitting there waiting for them to come back because you think if you love them, let them go and then come back, or do you recognize, like, you know something? I love you, but you don't love me, so I'm just gonna bite this bullet and let you go and let you be at peace with finding someone else instead of for holding the guilt of trying to not make me feel bad or hurting me. Boy, I'm watching the MLB Network. Nobody wants to see the damn Reds. I want to see the Yankees. Shit, I hear you. What's the Pacers score? Shit, I'm about to throw that shit on Max. See what happens. Oh, they got the NFL playoffs. So the NHL playoffs, my bad. Are they not playing right now? Yeah, these are all the Stanley Cup playoffs. Maybe they not on Max. 112 versus 112.95 Cavs are up. Yeah, okay. The Dodgers and Diamondbacks, the Dallas. So where the fuck is the Cavs game? What channel is the Cavs game on? Starting at 10, Nuggets and OKC. Okay. Is this the... Well, it started already, so they got the Nuggets and OKC. Oh, no, here it goes. It's just the Nuggets and OKC didn't start yet. They got either... They got to watch the rest of the Cavs and Indiana before they could turn into... I see you. Why ain't this shit on here? HBO Max sucks when it comes to telling you what's on live. Because according to HBO Max, the only thing that's live right now is the Stanley Cup Finals. My man just fell on the floor. We're cooking now watching the Yankees. Nice. What channel is the Yankees? You said the MLB network. Right? Shit, it don't matter who wins the Cavs and Pacers because the Knicks is gonna take it. But yo, how do y'all feel about Aleister Black coming back? Because Vince Russo was saying that they need to have vignettes for him because the last time they debuted him like that, he failed. He failed in NXT, he failed in AEW, and now he's about to be failed again. So he's like, in 6 months, might as well cut him. How do you feel about Aleister Black's new run? Because I mean, I'm not agreeing with him, but Aleister Black came from AEW with the House of Black, and not for nothing, that was pretty dope. I would have loved to see him have another House of Black type group, if not have Buddy Murphy and Homeboy in here, because it would have been something different for him. You glad Alice is back? I am too. He's a good wrestler. I think he's dope, and I'm excited to see him versus Carmelo Hayes. But I think that's a match that could have been a pay-per-view. That would have been a dope backlash match. Because, you know, Carmelo Hayes is wrestling a lot, but they're not really showcasing him because, yeah, he's always going to be on SmackDown. But if you're not going to throw him into a PLE with something, it's almost like, all right, this is just, well, we got a match here to fill the time so the people here can enjoy it. Like, look at the shit he did the Rumble. The shit he did the Rumble was dope. But yeah. It's still weird to see SmackDown go past 10 o'clock. I don't know about y'all, but for me, to see it be 10-10 and they're still going is weird. Is there supposed to be a draft or something for the? I heard that there was supposed to be a draft. They haven't officially announced it, but I heard there was supposed to be a draft coming, and they were saying that the NXT was supposed to be involved in this. Now I don't know how right that shit is, because part of me feels like most of the shit that gets announced that doesn't come from the WWE is fake, and then someone from the WWE shows like, "Yo, look at what they did with this," and the WWE goes, "You know something? That's not a bad idea. We should do that." Because I'm still on the belief that they don't have people in rooms singing shit up. They go by the day. And when they see a podcast or somebody come up with a good idea, they go, you know what, we should do shit like that. So let's take the idea and change it so that way they don't say it's theirs. You know, so when everybody was talking about Jay was ready, they said, you know what, let's just wait a year so that way it seems like we did it and they didn't. You know? And then by the time that they give Jay the reins, everybody's like, all right, we're tired of this shit because we've been pushing this man and y'all neglected us. And now you give it to him. It's like, oh, well, it's too late now. You already ripped that spirit from us with all those losses and all that other shit. You know that's possible too. I mean, these fucking Wingstop commercials, they're disrespectful. Fucking $20 for 6 wings. Like, your wings ain't that good to be paying all that money for them motherfuckers. I am not a Wingstop guy. I don't like their sauces either. I don't know if y'all like Wingstop. But I'm not a fan of Wingstop. Like, I'll eat it, but I'm not like, oh, we need Wingstop. What did I eat today? White Castle. So today, all right. By my job, there's a pizza shop called Cornet's where they make huge slices of pizza. I'm talking about. I'm not even lying to you. It's about the size of the keyboard, right? The length, and then maybe like double or like a little bit wider than the keyboard. And when you go there, they're like $4. I think it's like $4.25 a slice. But on the found them seamless, they're $5 a slice. So I had one of those for lunch, and then I came home and we had White Castle. So you know we had the crave case. It was so we get 20 burgers, 10 of them regular, 10 of them cheeseburgers. I don't like cheeseburgers, and then 2 fries and 2 onion rings. So the regular shit is just 20 burgers, 4 sets of fries. That's the regular order, and we just alter it. So that's what I had: onion rings, fries, and 6 out of the 10 burgers. The only thing you like from Wingstop is their fries. You know, it's funny. I think their fries are alright, but I mean, but then again, the Wingstops by me ain't the best. They ain't the best at preparing shit, so sometimes they soggy shit. But their corn is alright, and when they had the thighs were dope. I like their tenders better than their wings because for some reason their wings are small. Like the only wings that I really, really like is like Buffalo Wild Wings. And I'm a big wings guy because, yo, you go to Costco, they have like a fucking 10-pound bag of just regular wings that you could just make however you want. They're non-seasoned. I bought that shit once. I was off for 2 weeks for my birthday. The entire 2 weeks I was making nothing but wings. I'm a wings guy. It's just I don't like their sauce on the and Wingstop because I do the hickory barbecue because I'm not a spicy guy, and that one's like ah. But then you get the lemon pepper, which I think tastes better with the fucking tenders than anything else. But shit, show his pizzeria by him. They have this garlic honey thing. I tried that. I was like, yo, these are actually pretty good. I remember eating those wings. They fucked up my stuff. Yo, because you got to cook them. You got to fully cook them. You can't be out here half cooking them. No, but I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes that Costco shit be fucking up people's stomachs. Shit. Yo, they got this I forgot the name of the wings, but they were Korean barbecue. They came in like a 5-pound bag in Costco. They were pretty good too. I need some thick ass wings. I like those thick ass wings. I don't want no baby shits. Yo, Pizza Hut used to have the baby wings, but they used to give you a lot. Like you could get an order of 50 for like fucking 15, 20 bucks. You know what I'm saying? Like that was worth it. You gonna give me some little ass wings, give me a lot of them. And they were mild. Shit, before when I can eat spicy, mild, that was good. They get a little tang on your lips. Now that's what we're talking about. But then shit, man, Scissors, they didn't have wings. They had the thighs or they had drumsticks, and they're not thighs. What the fuck? You know the other part of the wing, the other part of the leg that's got the two bones in it. I forgot what the name of this shit. I guess the drum and the leg, and there was some like the full grown shits. I like those better than the actual wings. Wings are small. Have you ever tried those chocolate pretzels called flips? Yeah, the blue bag. Mhm. Oh yeah, the milk chocolate ones. Those dope. I know my brother likes the white fudge, but yeah, I like those. Those are ones that are they're a little tricky because you eat one, next thing you know, you eat the whole bag. Got chocolate all over your hands. If someone don't see that you was eating chocolate pretzels and they walk in and see the chocolate all over your hand, like, yo, you just shit in your hand. That's the one bad thing about eating chocolate. That shit start melting on your hand or something. It look like you fucking shit it in your hand. Yo, part two is spitting all over his solo. Got what I mean? Yeah, I like that shit. See, that's the problem with Solo. He tried to be the tribal chief too much. Solo was a monster. You don't need a plan. Just run up in there and yada everybody. Yada what I mean? But yeah, dude. Shit, what was I eating last? Oh, the Hershey's Crunch. That's one of my favorite chocolate bars. The Hershey's Crunch, the blue one. I don't know what's in them, but They got them big blocks, so you break them and you eat. That sometimes I be eating those shits and the little chocolate get on my fingers. I'm like, yo, I swear to God, people gonna look at me like, yo, dude, you wipe with your hands or you use paper towel? You don't clean your hands and use the bathroom. It's like shit. I start wearing gloves when I eat these fucking chocolate bars. What the fuck is that? I just seen the triple handshake. Yeah, that Hector Garza and Umberto just did with Santos. That looked weird. But at least Ray Phoenix found himself a tag team partner because, you know, him being on SmackDown and his brother being on Raw and them being, you know, having singles runs so they can stand out on their own. He needs a tag team partner to stand out on his own. I never understood that shit. You break up a fucking tag team to put them in another tag team. It makes less sense. Fucking idiot. Second inning in the Yankees game. Was it 0-0? Right now, Cleveland is up 123 to 100. 252 left in the game. It looks like it's about to be 2-1. But you never know. We seen bigger comebacks. So let's leave the comebacks for the next. All right, so it's still 0-0. We got to see what's up with this Yankee game. Yeah, I mean, Los Angeles Dodgers are beating the Diamondbacks. Yo, the logo for the Diamondbacks is just a snake. What the fuck is that say? The fuck does the Diamondback shit say on their chest? Leopardo? Shit, why the fuck Arizona got some Spanish shit on their chest? Serpent? Oh. The Serpentiers? What the fuck is going on with this shit? Why everything got so damn complicated? Shit, what if they were bombardier on the airplane? They got a snake looking like an S. Their name is the Arizona Diamondbacks. They got Anthony Davis's fucking initials, and they got an S on their chest. The Serpents. You're specifically named after a specific type of snake. Why are you calling it serpent, which would be every type of snake? Bree is back in New Japan. All right, I need who? YP Bray is back. Who we talking about, Mr. Loki? Shit, I barely know who's in Japan to begin with. And then you come in here with the Y equals MX plus B and A squared plus B squared equals C squared on me. Talking about they back in New Japan. And I just figured out that Manhattan got a different fucking math. Yo, I bought a fucking bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich that on the thing said $5. And then I got a Snapple IC and a pack of cookies. That shit was $13. I'm sitting there going, how is this $13? Trying to do the math. I'm like, this is $5. $8 is in my hand. So is the Snapple $3.50 And the fucking cookies $3.50. Oh, is it the cookies $4? Like what? Am I bugging? Like is a pack of 10 cookies $5? And the Snapple's $3.50. Like I'm trying to do math because I thought you get the same shit from a cart, a bigger thing of Snapple from the cart, and it's fucking and it's $7. You go to the store, it's 13. What happened? Everything you do in Manhattan, everything's $15. You buy a pack of gum, the gum is 75 cents, the tax and the service fee and the tip, and then make sure that the store next door don't close either is $15. Like what the fuck? Get this shit, man. People are selling cans of soda. If you don't know what a can of soda is, this is a can of soda for $1.50. And then they're selling a 2 liter for $3. A 2 liter is more than two of these cans. And it's the same price as two of these cans. That's crazy. Then people wonder why you keep getting the 2 liter. All right, let's see how many ounces are in the 2 liter. How many ounces are in a liter? 33 fluid ounces in 1 liter. So let's see, 2 ounces, 67. We'll round it up to 68. 68 ounces. 68 divided by 12 equals 6 cans. A 2 liter is about 6 cans worth of soda. Free Presley. I gotta have to look that motherfucker up now. Oh, Blair Davenport. Why didn't you just say that? I would have been more confused with that. Oh, okay, so she's back in New Japan. Hey, listen, man, the only difference with those things is the location. You got one in Florida, another one in Florida in Tampa Bay. One that travels the world more often than another. The other one that just currently travels the world, and one this is just in Japan. The way you want to be at. You want to be in Japan or you want to go home? My man did the sacrifice bunt because he knew this pitch is too lazy to fucking get off his ass. What a fucking bunt. I can't watch the Yankee game because apparently the Yankee game is against the law. In fucking Hulu. Which I don't get that. I don't get that shit. New York Yankees. I guess the Yankees ain't playing on Hulu. You said what the baseball network, right? Well, let's see if they on ESPN. I got that fucking bundle shit. Might as well do something with your fucking life, right? This bundle might as well do something. They don't show this shit neither? Or do I gotta be signed in? Create an account. Bitch. Know who the fuck I am. Gonna log in, please check your email and password to track you. Fuck you. What? Hold up. Now they're pissing me off. Which one is the try that one? I hate this shit. They got the bundle, but then they want you to have different passwords for each shit. All right, where is this MLB Yankees? Are they playing? They don't even fucking show me any updates. Wow, that's crazy. What is it? Is the fucking Fubu or Sling TV, if you have that, for the streaming options for Yankee game? Yo, that's crazy. Like, ESPN ain't gonna show me the fucking Yankees? All right, bottom of the second, no outs. Shit. I got that little fucking tracker. But why is it so hard to find these motherfuckers? Yo, so they stopped using those bats, huh? I guess those bats didn't really do nothing. I still don't understand. How y'all feel about magically now all the Spanish wrestlers are wrestling each other on SmackDown? And apparently all the Spanish wrestlers are wrestling each other on Raw too. Are they trying to like set up their own like, little triple I in WWE? You think that's what's happening? That they're trying to showcase all the Spanish wrestlers together. That way, when they do cross the borders, they're like, "Oh, yeah, used to them wrestling each other. Now they're gonna wrestle these people." Let's go, Nick. Yo, Kofi, we live, baby, we live. What's going on, Kofi? Shit, man. It's been a minute, brother. How you been, man? Yeah, bro. I don't know. All right, there's one strike, two outs. The Yankees are on defense. I don't like this fucking tracker shit. They called that a ball. That shit was in the strike zone. WWE is just a soap opera. Yo, did you hear about the Newark mayor getting locked up today? No, I did not hear about that shit. Let's go into that. Newark mayor. Our frustration is agent released after arrest during congressional visit to New Jersey ICE facility. He was trespassing in ICE. Wow, the mayor was trespassing. Okay. Kind of makes you think, what the fuck does what power does the mayor have that he can't even just walk into a building? Let's see this shit. News 12, New Jersey. Oh, wait, so they were yelling at ICE? So what? They're gonna deport our mayor? Oh well, New Jersey's mayor? Ain't that some shit? Why are you sending citizens to fucking Venezuela? Fuck you. We'll send your ass too. You can't expect us to do our job right, so we'll do it wrong and send your ass there too. Who the fuck are you? I'm the mayor. That's not good enough. We'll send anybody to fucking Venezuela. This isn't the land of the free. This is the land of we get to do whatever the fuck we want. Ain't that some shit? I could arrest you for what? Nothing. And detain you for 24 hours. And then there's no such thing as defending yourself against them. Abuse of power is okay because they have the right to abuse their power for a certain amount of time, and you don't have the right to defend yourself ever. You just have to sit there and be the victim of their brutality. Because that dude that got deported to Venezuela, and Venezuela's like, we're not giving that nigga back. He was a citizen, and the only thing he can do is sit there and just be tortured. Ain't that some shit? And then people over here is just like, well, better him than me. That's the motto of everybody. Better him than me. No matter how much you care, how much you want to care, better him than me. Because you'll sit there and fight the good fight until somebody says, yo, this is the price you got to pay. Nah, I'm good. You'll beg for $20 million until somebody says you got to fucking do it for it. And like, I'm good. Guess that shit wasn't that important. Then they arrest this dude for standing there, and they'll probably like, yo, let this guy go, because Jersey's just gonna be a little bit of an irritation for some time. So we don't need that irritation. Fucking crazy. But then when white people want to have poisoned water and attack fucking cops, they start a militia. When minorities do it as a gang. Ain't that some shit? Two different words mean the same shit. What do you think about ICE people arresting people for what reason? Because they just feel like it. You question them, and you want them to do their job correctly, and they say, no, sir, we should not be held liable to do our job right. We are a government official. We are a government agency. It's bad enough that we have to be here. Don't expect us to do the job right. Just like you go to a dealer. Don't expect us to get you in and out. You go to a doctor. Don't expect us to diagnose your shit right the first time. You go to a restaurant. Don't expect us to cook your fucking food the right time. But you are fully expected to pay us. You are expected to pay us. Call the fucking ambulance. Don't expect us to save your life, but here goes a bill. You died, don't worry. Somebody else will pay it. We getting our money's worth. Being the democracy protesters. That man suing ASAP. He worked for the city. He can't sue the city. Shit. He probably was like, yo, what do I gotta do to get out of here? Yo, change your stance on immigration, on what we doing. All right, cool. Watch in 2 weeks. He's gonna be like, you know something? Trump was right. All those innocent people that were sent to Venezuela that shouldn't be there turned into rapists and killers, and they would eat the dogs. You notice we got more dogs? Look at McDonald's. McDonald's bringing the snapback rack. They got the tenders. That you notice no one announced that the chicken tenders are back at McDonald's because they're waiting for some shit like this to happen. Jersey, all over Jersey, you're gonna hear that McDonald's chicken tenders is back. People are gonna forget all about ISIS. You know, those people that were sent to another country illegally. And about the man. Trust me. Watch. Either that or they're gonna kill somebody. That's their MO. Home run Yankee. This is when. Okay. Shit. Dominguez hits a home run. Okay. That's what I'm talking about. 2-0. See? That's why you gotta keep your eye on the ball, no more guys. I'm scared for my family in the States now, and you guys too. Yo, bro. See, that's Loki. I think you around my age, right? You in the 30s or some shit. Ain't nothing changed. The only thing people like, oh, now with the invention of social media, everybody's relaxing. Bullshit. With the invention of social media, it just shows you that they don't give a shit more now than they did when they were hiding it. Because at least when there were rumors that there was corruption, people were like, yo, we got to end these rumors somehow. So let's change something, cool down. Now with social media, it's like, yo, there's corruption everywhere. Well, that's the normal, guys. So since that's the normal, we're going to keep it normal. And we're going to do more of it. Because if there's proof that we can go this far, then that means we got to still go this far. That's what happens. That's why the bully bullies everybody. Because, hey, I'm a bully. So y'all accepted it. I'm going to bully everybody. And then somebody's going to stand up to me now, and then the bully's going to be a victim. And they got no choice but to make you the fucking bad guy for defending yourself, because you're not supposed to defend yourself. They set the world for the bully to hurt you and you to sit there and take it. Nobody was prepared for that bully to get hurt. No, ICE wasn't prepared for that protest and for them to be called out on their bullshit. That's why they arrested them. They said, sorry, you're not supposed to hold us to a standard. You're supposed to just bend over whenever the fuck we ask you to. That's what this city does. This country does. Land of the free. Fuck out of here. At least the slaves knew they were gonna get beat. We get fucked no matter which way you go. Shit, we was talking to Lay. Lay was like, yo, I was just about to start, trying to save some money for some shit, and then this happens. I said, oh, shit, bro. The minute you thinking about saving money, somebody come out with their hands out. Here, you gotta owe us more money with this. You gotta do this. Oh, by the way, this magical shit just popped up. You gotta pay for. Don't ever think about saving money. You making more money now than we ever did, but they taking more money than you making. People ain't living paycheck to paycheck now. They living paycheck to loan to paycheck to loan. Ridiculous. Shit. I get paid every 2 weeks, and I get paid just enough to have 1 week of kind of comfort. And then the other week, the last week, I'm over here like, shit, man, where the fuck is payday? Hurry the fuck up. My man made that shit brighter. What up, Allie? You see the dude behind the announcers put his phone out there and it says Allie on it. There's got to be somebody in his family. Shit. Dude, it's crazy when you walk down the street as a kid and you're afraid somebody's going to jump you. And then when you get older, you're afraid to walk down the street when the cops is there because the people that have paid to protect you are going to fucking harass you. And then, there's nothing more comforting in life when you depend on a service that is paid to protect you and help you out in your time of need, and they don't do their job, but then they harass you. It's like, you need a cop, they're on the way. Where the fuck are they? They wait until it's over so they can show up and stand around and do nothing and waste your fucking day, the rest of the day. Like, in all honesty, every time I've ever called the cops or a service or some shit, I've always been like, I'd have been better off doing this shit myself. I'd have been better off picking my homeboy up after he just done broke his fucking ankle and dragging his, like, literally carrying his ass to the hospital than fucking calling the ambulance, waiting so fucking long for them to come, for them to fucking charge $800 for a ride to the hospital. My car's stolen. I found it myself, and then I get pulled over for stealing the car. I'd have never called the cops and I just started looking for the motherfucker, I'd have found that shit in 10 minutes and been home. But nope, I had to wait 3 hours for them to call me up saying, yeah, it was towed, but we don't know where. Motherfuckers. Shit. I don't understand how they charge you. Like, it's an emergency. These people are trained to save you. And then they go, oh, here, by the way, here goes the bill to save you. Fuck you. If you'd have told me how much it costs to do this shit, I'd have been like, you know what? I figured out myself. There's YouTube. Be all right. We don't need you. Stay home. You need none of that shit. I'm in the middle of someplace. Yo, he's having a heart attack. Either a good Samaritan bring my ass to the hospital, or I get the fuck up and walk there myself. Kiss my ass. I'm good. Be all right. Fuck that. I'll come back from the dead, bring my ass where I gotta go. Motherfuckers. Then they want to talk about they don't get paid enough. Shit. All right. I don't know what the fuck you get paid for to begin with if you're going to just charge us. Shit. The city job, the city pay you, and then there's a fucking bill for us. Like, what? Fucking stupid. Oh, and they word shit the way it sounds fucking confusing. Like, I don't know what this means. Like, oh, don't worry about it. This hardly ever happens. Yeah, it hardly ever happens to people that don't do this shit. But when it happens, it happens 100% of the time. We're gonna fuck you over. We fixing to fuck somebody over. Nothing in this world is free. Not even protection. Not even people who's supposed to do their job. In case of emergency, call Uber. The fucking $20 that you take to the hospital is a lot better than the $1,400 that they still fucking charge you for that. Fucking crazy. You go to a hospital, they charging the fucking health insurance $600 just because somebody walked by your room. It's crazy. Oh, this doctor checked on you. He asked me how I was doing. Yo, my homeboy that came here to visit me asked me how I was doing too. Y'all want to pay him fucking $600 for that? My family came. You want to give them $600 for that? The fuck you just giving some random nigga $600 because he asked me how I was doing? He should know how the fuck I'm doing. He seen my chart. Shit. The fuck you ask me how I'm doing after the fact, motherfucker? Where the fuck was you when I was in pain? We was figuring this shit out. Some bitch. I'm like none of these motherfuckers. Anybody that got their hand out talking about pay me? Nah, I don't like you. I'll do it myself. Give me a fucking pair of scissors, some super glue, duct tape, and a can of corn. I'll give myself a heart surgery. Bullshit. And then the crazy shit is you fucking you have car insurance just in case shit happen, but if shit happen, they raise your rate. Like what? I've been driving for 20 years without an incident, and now it was an accident. This is accident insurance, and you're gonna make me pay more. Why wouldn't they just put this shit in the same account? Like, why wouldn't I just be okay with, you know what? This money I'm gonna put in an account, and this is only touched for the car. That way, when I pay money, when I get in an accident, I can use this money to fucking fix my car. Because apparently, y'all motherfuckers have no problem taking my money, but you got a lot of problem giving it back. Return on investment. I'm investing in you to do right by me, and they're saying, oh, no. That's not a part of our job. Our job is to fuck you over. Our job is to take your money because it's mandated by law that you have insurance. Now you want us to fix your shit? That's another issue. You're gonna have to talk to you're gonna have to fill out this paperwork, talk about this person, and you've been paying $400 for how many months on this car? Yeah, we can't fix your shit. We're gonna have to raise your rates. Because now you untrustworthy. After 20 years of driving, somebody hit you, you're a magnet now. So that $400 a month that you paying for insurance, $600 a month now. Just in case shit happens. Shit happens again, oh, we're gonna have to drop you. You got too many accidents. Wait, then what am I insured with? You assuring me that my money is leaving my account to go somewhere. That's all this money that was burning a hole in my pocket is going somewhere good, to a good family. Because I don't need it, apparently. Some bitch. Oh, somebody threw a fucking bottle in the ring. Somebody threw a fucking Michelob Ultra bottle in the ring right at Cena. And he gonna soak that shit up because they haven't thrown shit in the ring since back in the day. I'm pretty sure that they did that shit on purpose. I'm pretty sure that was somebody fucking threw that shit in. That was supposed to happen. Cause that shit was empty. That shit was dry. Nah, that was a prop. That was a prop. They threw that shit in the ring. Shit. Hear what this fucking cocksucker gotta say. Tomorrow your childhood dies. He's killing Randy Orton. Oh my god. Is backlash important to y'all? It ain't important to me. That's how I'm saying that bottle of beer had to been fake. That shit had to been fake. That's aluminum shit. That shit that fell right in front of him. Fucking that shit had no liquid in it whatsoever. Nah, that shit had to been fake. And it was thrown right at the hard camera. Nah. You ever see Scott Hall get smacked in the face by that cup of beer, and then he just fixed his head, went right back to his promo? That was real. That back in the day, the fans really threw shit in the ring because they didn't like shit. They give announcements now. Do not throw nothing in the ring, or we will kill you, murder you, and then charge you for some other shit. Because if the city's gonna come here and do their job, then we gotta charge you for paying them, and then we're gonna arrest you. Shut up. See, that's not my childhood. John Cena versus Randy was not my childhood. My childhood is fucking Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels, Hogan and Warrior. Like those are my childhood, years. Shit. Life isn't fair. Winners write the history books, and Randy Orton is a. Why is this part of the fucking story of that match? Anyway, how y'all feeling about this match? Y'all actually excited to see Orton versus Cena? Y'all, Stone Cold and The Rock, right? Shit. Nah, the greatest of all time at wasting their potential is Jeff Hardy. That man should have been here. Jeff Hardy should have been where CM Punk is at right now in stature of fucking legendariness. And he fucking wastes his potential, and he's still doing this shit. The greatest of all time of doing the bare minimum. John Cena said he's the greatest at doing the bare minimum. Shit, if this is your best, Cena, man, that's bad. That's bad. This is your best. That's crazy. Shit. These promos are weak. Shit. It feels like if he was talking about Jeff, this would have made sense. But I don't know what he's talking about. Y'all excited about this shit? This is your captain. This is your captain. Y'all see the trailer for the um what is this fucking guy's name? That's not Orton. Why would Orton wear a mask? Why would Orton wear a mask? That's not Orton. And John Cena's breathing heavy off of 1AA. I think he got that guy from NXT to beat him. 'Cause why would that guy wear a mask? Why would Randy Orton wear a mask and wrist tape? Shit. I knew that wasn't Randy Orton the minute he got in the fucking ring. Mad short. He was short, skinny, and there was the wrong tattoos. The tattoos stopped like around here. Orton's goes to his wrist. I get it for the people in the crowd and listening on the radio. It was cool, but for Batman, that was a miss. As my generation, we was all Batman. We had to investigate shit. We was told to question things. You can't just live life on some, yeah, we just gonna accept what's happening. Nah. All right. I'm gonna cut this episode short. We watched SmackDown together. We had good conversations together. We saw some sports together. We had a full Friday night. And we'll be back on Monday with the Monday Night Raw watch along. I think Gigi said that she's gonna do a Backlash watch along. I'm not sure, but I'm not gonna be able to make that. But if she does get on, it'll be on her channel. So don't forget to go like and subscribe to her channel. So that way you don't miss out on the watch along with Gigi. And like I said, we'll be back next week with Monday Night Raw comics, sports, fucking Knicks coming back. More wrestling, probably review Backlash, and then Double or Nothing's coming on next week. And then, which I gotta catch up on what's going on with AEW. I know it's a bunch of boring shit, but I still gotta see what the fuck is going on with AEW. And we'll be back on the Tone Show next week. But appreciate y'all being here. Always a pleasure to spend time with y'all. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, it's your friendly neighborhood knuckleheads signing out. Peace, everybody.